Hello everyone, and welcome back to another post for technical analysis for the Bitcoin versus US dollar. So what I have here on the right is the chart for Bitcoin versus US dollar, 1-day candles from Bitfinex. And these on the left, I have the Bitcoin versus USD, also 1-day candles. And this is a screenshot that I just took from the top of the bubble at the end of 2013. Okay, I just took this screenshot from the Bitfinex chart, and I just put one next to the other one so I can show exactly what's going on here. So before the bubble started, at the beginning of the bubble, we see here there's a little bit of sell-off, which would be this little bit of sell-off here. Okay, then it goes up slowly. It doesn't go parabolic yet, and there's actually a little bit of sell-off here before it actually goes parabolic. So same thing happened here. It goes slowly up, and there's a little bit of sell-off before going parabolic. Okay, once it goes parabolic, it goes up like a lot, and then it crashes all the way down to the first little sell-off. Same thing happened here. So little sell-off before it goes parabolic, it goes all the way up, and then it crashes to the same level of the little sell-off. Then after that, we recover quite fast. There's a little bit of a sell-off, but then it goes parabolic right to the top. So same thing happens here. It crashed, and then it goes up again, a little bit of sell-off, and it goes parabolic and to this top here. In the day, it was all-time highs. Then, of course, in the future, it went a little bit higher, but it went to all-time highs. Same thing happened here. It went, after the big crash, it went to all-time highs. It crashed big again, okay, and then it recovered, going again to the all-time highs. So same thing happened here. That was the all-time highs back then. It crashed quite a lot, and then it went up to all-time highs. So far, every pump and every dump, it happened the same way. Okay, so we went to all-time highs, and we crashed very strong here, touching the 50-day moving average. Same thing happened here. After we go all-time highs, it crashes almost touching the 50-day moving average, and then we recover back up very fast. And this is where everybody thinks that we're going to go again all-time highs, because we come from a long bull run, and we went through many crashes on the way. So this is just one more, and when it's going back up quick, we think we're gonna reach all-time highs again. We're gonna go higher, but it doesn't happen in bubbles. What happens is then it crashes again, and then we go into a bear market. So same thing happened here. We thought after this big crash, when it went back up quick, we all thought that it was going to go and hit all-time highs again. When we were here going up, I thought we were going up to at least 4,000. I always thought, I was super bullish at this moment, and I think everybody was. I didn't see not even one video of anyone saying that they were bearish on Bitcoin at that moment when we were recovering from this crash. Everybody thought we were going to go all-time highs again, but it didn't happen. And then it continued to repeat the same patterns here. So we crashed here, and now after this crash here, this should go up, okay, to make a double top with this lower top of the bubble, we could say. So this was $1,000 back then. And okay, after this big crash, we went up to $1,000, and that was the last peak before we entered the bear market. This was the highest we've been until very recently, $1,000. So if this crash is this crash, I expect from here to go up to the second top of the bubble. If this is a bubble, which I don't think is a bubble, and I still think this pattern is going to break anytime, probably in August after everything decides. Okay, so I'm not saying here that history is going to continue to repeat forever. I'm not saying this, but for the short term, until these patterns are broken, I will continue to believe that they will continue to repeat. And for now, I believe this is going to, because it didn't break this pattern yet. I think from here we're going to go to make a double top here, which would be here at 2,000 2,700. Okay, so even if we look at this, if this was the crash and from here has to go to 2,700, we went up a little bit and we had a little crash. Same here, we went up and we had a little crash. So things were happening faster in 2014 because Bitcoin was more volatile. So things were happening faster, and the price movement, like the percentage in increase and decrease, the percentages were bigger as well. And now things are happening slower, but anyways, it's the patterns is what matters, and the patterns is what is repeating here. So if this is the low, then goes up and it crashes a little bit, and it crashes here a little bit, it goes back up and it crashes again a little bit. Okay, so it did the same, it went up and it crashed here. So today here, it would be this here, this one, this one here. And after this, I expect to slowly go up to make the double top. Okay, so it would be here at 2,700. It might not do it, but because as I showed, the patterns are very consistent, I think it's going to happen. So let me turn on the drawings here. That's the drawings that I had from my last video. 6 days ago was my last video, and 6 days ago I draw this arrow here. Okay, we were around this price, 2,500, and I said that I expect this to go to 2,700 to make a double top with this one, and I still believe it's going to happen, but because things are happening very slow, I don't know exactly when it's going to touch it, but I still believe it's going to touch it. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to extend this line in 2,700 more or less. So I'm just going to extend this line here and see what happens. But yeah, ultimately, I think this is going to go back to this uptrend channel at the top one here, and until it actually touches 2,700. And from there I will see. So I'm just going to leave my arrow here that I did in the last video. I'm just going to leave it like this. Things are going very, very slow for Bitcoin, which takes me to the weekly charts. I have here the weekly charts. Honestly, there's not much I can say about the weekly chart. All I can see here is that there's a lot of indecision from people. Like there hasn't been any price action for the past 3 weeks. This is the 4th week, but this is a new candle. This candle just opened today because today is Monday. So we just opened a new candle for the week. We will have to wait 7 days for this candle to close. But it's been 1, 2, 3 full weeks doing absolutely nothing. And the only thing that, if people don't know what to do, I don't know either. How can I read a chart when there's not any action at all? I just see here a huge consolidation period. People is very confused with all these ICOs and all these altcoins going into super bubbles. Then this hard fork might happen very soon in 3 weeks. It's the 1st of August. Like there's so much going on. People don't know what to do, and I don't know either, to be honest. I'm not doing anything. I'm not buying. I'm not shorting. Of course, I would never short Bitcoin, or not now. But I'm not buying. I'm not doing anything. If I still have a lot of Bitcoins, I would just hold and wait until the market decides what to do. And then if it goes up or it goes down, then I would act accordingly. But for now, I wouldn't do anything. I sold my Bitcoins here at 2,600, as I said before, and that's what I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to go back, buy again, and I'm not going to sell the rest that I have. I'm just going to wait and see until the market decides. Then I can analyze it better. But for now, there's not much you can really say here. If anything, I don't think Bitcoin is going to crash down anytime fast, and that's not going to happen because it could happen, of course, but it's not very probable, because when markets crash, they crash fast, and they crashed usually faster than they went up. So you wouldn't have 3 weeks to think about it. If Bitcoin was going to crash hard, it would have done it already. Like, for example, Ethereum. I have the Ethereum chart here. Ethereum, once it crashed, Of course, it pumped up to go to the we're back to normal blow off phase, like when everybody thought this was gonna be going back to normal and all-time highs again, like, and every bubble happens, but then you crash, and you crash fast. So that's what happened when the markets crash. You don't have 3 weeks to think about it. So I don't expect any movement, any fast movement on Bitcoin anytime soon, especially on the downside. I don't think it's going to crash at all. I would say I think it's going to go up more probable than down, because it's formed here. Let me turn on the drawings. So it's a symmetric triangle here that's formed in 4 weeks. And because we come from an uptrend, and when you see a symmetric triangle, it usually breaks on the upside, because it continues. Like, this is a continuation, a trend continuation. Yeah, exactly. When you see a symmetric triangle, it's not bearish, and it's not bullish. It's a trend continuation. So because we come from an uptrend, it should be going continue to go up. If we were coming from a bear trend, then this would indicate that it's going to continue the bear trend. So symmetric triangles are just indicating a continuation on the trend. So with anything, I think it's more probable that it will go up than down on the weekly candles. That's what I can see. Okay, so I cannot say anything, make any prediction really on the weekly candles, or I'm not even going to speculate. I'm going to leave it here. I think I said everything I wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next post. Bye.